How are y'all doing this morning? This is old what's his name in Central Texas, USA, Rusty 78609. It is 9:45 a.m. Central Standard Time at 46 top up degrees. Little cool, little cool, little cool. But anyway, it's a beautiful, clear day. Why do I have the camera facing in here? Because the camera's facing the sunshine. If I turn it around the other way, and it's dark. Can't hardly see nothing. So anyway, guys, got a lot of views on that Class B, the road trek thing. Got a lot of comments too, which is just fine and dandy, like a hard rock candy. I love it. Just makes me happy all over, more than anywhere else. So today, folks, I got to tell you, I found another motorhome. It's called a Class P, as in paper. Class P motorhome. A Class P motorhome is defined by me as a Prius, a Toyota Prius, that you convert for camping. It's a Prius camper conversion Class P motorhome RV. And it is perfect for me. How do you convert it, baby? Very easily. All you got to do is, here, commercial time. After these messages, I'll be right back. I'm 71 years old. I have full-time RV'd for over 20 years. I also have gone camping in a Toyota Prius for the last 4 years, car camping, and I like it. Done it a lot. And if you're interested in either one of those, go to my homepage, Rusty 78609, all lowercase, no spaces, and check out the playlist for RVing or Prius camping, which is basically car camping, because all those tips in there will fit any car, okay? But I got to looking at that fancy road trek super thing for over $100,000, and it occurred to me that for that price you could buy 4 Priuses, 4 new ones, or 4 new vans, or none of the above. And I'm going to go with none of the above. I'm going to stick with my Prius. And let me do a comparison for you, because I watched a video by Bob Wells the other day on his channel. I'll give him a plug. Cheap RV Living, Bob Wells, all one thing, cheap RV Living. And he did a video very interesting about how it's always a compromise between like space, how much space you want, fuel economy and price and all those things. But it seems like the more space you want, the less fuel economy you have, and your costs go up accordingly. And the less space you have, everything kind of comes back down. So I have less space, obviously, in a Toyota Prius, but I get 50 miles to the gallon. And what do I give up? In my opinion, nothing. I could live in this thing, I promise you. I mean, I could. Now, for other people, it'd be crap. And I know that. But comparing it to, let's just say, the Road Trek Class B. The Road Trek Class B has a full bed that electrically folds down in the back. What do I have in my Prius? I have a tri-fold memory foam mattress that I put right here, okay? It's 26 by 75 inches, perfect. It's this thick, it's like 4, 5, 6 inches thick. Very, very comfortable, very warm, very nice. So, as far as sleeping, you'd have more space to sleep in the Road Trek than you do in the Prius, but I sleep just as good in this car as I do at home. So that's a push. Not going to go for that. It also has induction cooking. Most RVs have like 3-burner or 2-burner gas or propane stoves, Well, this one has induction. Well, guess what I've got? To even better, I've got an E-Texity one burner thing that fits on top of a little propane bottle about that big around, and you can cook anything you want on it. Or I heat water and soups and stuff. So much for the induction and propane stuff. Push on that. Then you get to the bathroom facilities. Admittedly, the Road Trek does have a shower and a toilet, and the Prius does not. However, that's easy. In fact, it's even more fun for me to take a shower standing outside in the nude with a gallon jug than it would be standing in that shower. I guarantee you. I enjoy that shit. Not that I'm an exhibitionist or anything. Where I do that is in the boonies or wherever there's privacy. I can also take a whore's bath in the car by heating a little water and putting a wash rag in it. Go over your body, the good parts first and the bad parts last, and then just throw the towel away. You can buy 18 of them at Walmart for $3.50. So it costs you 20 cents a piece to take 20 cents a day to take a shower using that. But most of the time, I just let the gallon jug sit in the sunshine, warm up. So anyway, the shower, not a problem, okay? For me, taking a poo-poo, you got a regular little toilet in the Road Trek that you flush somehow, just like at home. However, in the Prius, you don't have that, obviously. So what you do have, I have, is a little 3-gallon can, metal, that I put a little pipe wrap around the top, made it comfortable. You understand? What my hiney sitting on something comfortable, and I fixed it up real nice. It's very sturdy on there. It doesn't come off. I mean, it's there, and put a little bag in there and just doo away. You got me? And then pick up the little bag and dispose of it. Got it. Poo done. Okay. Now, what about what else? What about heating and cooling? The Road Trek has, this one did, the one I looked at, has solar on the roof. It's got a motor that charges the batteries while you're driving, and the solar will run the air conditioner for up to 2 hours while you're boondocking or whatever you're doing. And then the motor will cut on and charge the batteries. And it also, the Road Trek, but we'll get to that next. But anyway, so you do have heating and cooling in the Road Trek. Ha! Guess what you got in the Class P Prius? Same thing. Much more efficient. Okay, much more efficient. Because at night, if you want to run the air conditioner in the Prius all night, fine. You just set it on 72, set the fan level on 4 or whatever you're comfortable with. Turn the vents however you want them, and go to sleep. The motor will cut on about once or twice an hour, and overnight, over say 6 hours or 8 hours, whatever you do, you'll burn about $1.50 worth of fuel. Is that a problem? Nope. How much would you burn in the Road Trek? Probably double that or more. Okay. What else? So we got heating the same way. You just put the temperature whatever you want, and it'll keep the car very comfortable overnight. I did it in January when I went out to the RTR. First time I'd been really camping in cold weather, other than 4 years ago when I got caught in Crestone, Colorado at elevation 8,500 feet in a damn snowstorm, and I did run the heat there. And but anyway, so it's heating and cooling, same. Fuel economy. That was a diesel Road Trek that got 25 miles a gallon. That's what they said. Well, guess what? In my Prius Motorhome, I get 50. Okay? 50. 50. I can go 1,000 miles on 20 gallons. Okay? So, having said that, the advantage there is to the Toyota Prius. Cut your fuel costs in half or more compared to anything else out there. So, the Prius or the Class P Motorhome has some very significant advantages over anything out there, and I just happen to have one, and I've used it for 4 years, and I have got it down to a fine art. Every time I go, I get a little better. And there's some people that talked about, well, you could take the seats out, the ones you're not using. Yeah, I could. I don't need more space. When I go camping, I go very simply. I take 2 changes of clothes, that's it. And maybe a few canned goods, that's it. Water, drinking water. Couple of gallons, I take 3 gallons of water. 1 gallon will be used maybe for taking a shower. Usually I can do a shower on a half a gallon. And the other 2 gallons are just for drinking water. So I can be boondocking for 3 days very comfortably anywhere, okay? I don't have to worry about solar. I don't have to worry about generators. I don't have to worry about crap, okay? So, what else is there about the Road Trek? Okay, the Road Trek has holding tanks. You don't have any holding tanks on a Prius. You don't have to go to the dump station, ever. You are the dump station. You are a walking dump station. You walk to wherever you want and dump. It's that easy. You got me? You don't have to worry about, you got your gray water and your black water all organized, and when you get ready to dump them, your body says it's time to dump, and you do it. Because you can't avoid it. They talk about having monitors on the gray and black tank. You got the best monitors in the world on your body. I guarantee you. When you got to pee, you know it. When you got to poo-poo, you know it. When you're hungry, you know it. But anyway, see, and for me, it's so simple. I've often said, and I'll say it again, I could live full-time in this Prius. I really could. And I do think about it, but I've got that little RV there. It doesn't cost me hardly anything. The payments are $130 a month. It'll be paid off pretty soon. And I've got it on land that I own, so there's no payment there. So, I can use that as home base and go traveling as much or as little as I choose to. And I can be gone for as long as I want to. And I can have my mail forwarded, no problem, because I got a regular address. As far as license tags for the car and inspection sticker and all that stuff, you got an address, you know what I mean? So anyway, I got to tell you guys, the Prius is one hell of a car for camping. Now, I think possibly, that other hybrids might work just as well. I mean, I know they've got some SUV hybrids out there, and I'm sure you can do the same thing in them. I'm sure you can, and you'd have a little more space. Everybody's concerned about space. For what? You understand? I mean, I don't need things hanging on the wall. I don't need plants, and I don't need, all kind of little knickknacks around and shit. I don't need an awning. I don't get out and put out a carpet on the ground and my awning out and put my Christmas lights up and all that crap. I mean, for me, this is just for me. Now, for somebody else, it might be totally different, which I'm sure it is. I just kind of stumbled into this. 4 years ago, I was thinking about, I'd like to go camping, but I really didn't want to pull my travel trailer. You know what I mean? Once you get one set up, all your stuff put out, it's hooked up. You really don't. And hooking it up to a vehicle and towing it and all, it's not all that much fun. And it's not that much fun pulling it down the highway because I had done it for 20 years. So, I was sitting around there and I was thinking, I got that Prius and it's got all these little features in it. And I ran across, well, actually, I was out camping somewhere. I can't remember where it was. And I ran across, there was a woman and she was sleeping in a Prius. I mean, she wasn't living in it, she was just sleeping in it. She was at an RV park too. And I thought, I could do that. So, with a little, with a few changes, just a few minor modifications, I mean, I checked out different kinds of beds. I checked out different kinds of everything. I mean, what makes the best bed arrangement and all that. But you know, the first time I went was a little difficult, I'll admit that. Second time probably wasn't much better. But you know, you know, my theory about anything is, you know, constantly be improving, because you can always, you know, chip off some edges somewhere. You know what I mean? You can always improve on things. You know what I mean? But again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I subscribe to that too. But you can make some changes. You know, and, you know, you tweak it here, tweak it there, and it gets a little better and a little better. Like I've added a toilet. I got a toilet now, or a way to poo-poo. That's a biggie for me. What else did I figure? Oh, I got a way to heat the water if it's too cool outside, or it's you know, windy or whatever, and I don't want to be outside to take a shower. I can just set that little Etexity burner right here, and put that little cup of. I've got a cup that holds a quart, a metal cup, and set that on there. It takes about, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes to heat it to a comfortable shower level, and then just dip the wash rag in there and go to work. And you know, I think sometimes you're cleaner doing that than you are at home taking a shower, because you know, you can add a little alcohol to it or a little vinegar depending on what you want to do. Some people add alcohol, just, you know, maybe a couple of tablespoons to it, because that kills bacteria. But you know, if you don't have any odor, you probably don't have any bacteria problems, because that's where the odor comes from, and it usually comes from the hairy spots. So be sure you clean those good. But anyway, back to the Prius, or the Class P motorhome. P is in Prius. Man, I'm telling you, you know, and I could buy, that's something else. For the money I'm thinking about investing in anything, I could buy me a brand new Prius. Do I want a brand new Prius? No. Why? Because the one I got is just fine. It's got, let me tell you what it's got. It's got 58,451 miles on it. How long will the batteries last? 300,000 or more, maybe. They don't know. I mean, who knows? Depends on the, you know, the climate you live in, you know, kind of how you drive, and a lot of variables. But for me, since I live in a climate that's pretty good, it's not too extreme. You know, if you live in climates where, you know, it gets below 0 or it gets below 105 on a regular basis, that's not too good for the batteries. I don't know that it shortens the life that much, but it does have an impact. But so anyway, it's a Class P for me, Rusty 78609 in Central Texas. That's where we are. And anyway, it's kind of fun to drive down the highway eating chocolate almonds and talking to you guys, because I ain't got a damn thing else to do. Boy, did I get a lot of comment on that motorhome. Wow, a lot. Thank you. But anyway, you know, this is a 4-lane highway. This lane here is completely open. There's a guy behind me. Maybe you can see him. Never understand that. It's like they forgot how to pass, you know what I mean? But having said all that, guys, keep in mind that a Toyota Prius, it'll work for one person, good, very good. For two people, I don't know, be a little difficult. You better really like each other, because you're going to see a hell of a lot of each other. I mean, you're going to be right there. Hello. So yeah, that could get a little stressful maybe, because there's no space. Now for you and a dog, if you're into dogs, that's fine. You know. But if you go for a Prius for an extended period of time, say over a month, you do need to pull in somewhere where they've got a vacuum cleaner and stuff, and you know, GI or clean your car real good, because you know it will develop a human body smell, you know. But anyway, I would tell you where we were, but it doesn't matter because you can't see it anywhere. But we're actually in Buck. I'm just taking a cruise around, and well, what do you know? He finally decided to pass. Yippee! How exciting, huh? He's pulling a big old travel trailer. You see that right there? That's about a 30-footer. And it's an old man like me. And he thinks that's the way you're supposed to do it. Okay? I did the same thing for 20 years. All right? But let me tell you, the less you have, in my opinion, when you go camping, the more you will enjoy your camping trip. I'm telling you. The less stuff you have to worry about, electric generators, suitcase solar, a tail veil, or setting up a tent in addition to the Prius and all that stuff. That's personal choice. But I guarantee you, for me, I don't have anything. I just pull up and park and I'm there. I'm done. I'm set up. You got me? Isn't that wonderful? Shit. You get ready to go, you just punch this little blue button, the starter button, and go. And I've said this 100 times, if somebody pulls in beside you or you don't feel safe, punch that little old blue button. Go. You don't have to get the jacks up. You don't have to unhook. You don't have to put the tent down, the tail veil in, or the generator, or the solar, or any of that crap, or worry about it being stolen. Nope. My way is my way, and it works for me. So, having said all that, guys, I'm going to shut up now and let y'all go do something else. So, I was going to put my finger like I always do. Okay, I got the camera turned around. There's a little bar there called Julia's. It used to be called something else, and I can't remember what it was, but I bet I've spent many a dollar in there. Not recently, but when I first came up here, I couldn't pass a bar. It's still hard to, but I was driving an old pickup then, and it wouldn't pass one. You'd have to really grip the steering wheel because it'd just start turning in. Nothing you could do about it. It was like autopilot. It was like a self-driving vehicle at that point. But anyway, having given y'all all that great information about a Prius P, as in Prius, Prius. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, 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 USA made, when you can. All you people in 188 countries, including, there was one I saw that was interesting. Where was it? Belize? Yeah, Belize. Never been there. But anyway, keep your health, drink plenty of water. I'm going to go back to that because it's so important. Drink plenty of water, like at least 3 quarts a day, at least. Take deep breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth. It does relieve stress. Stretch your arms and legs and stuff. Do all that. Take a good walk daily, every day. Get a good night's sleep, and life is good. I guarantee you. Without your health, we ain't got poo-poo. So anyway, guys, y'all enjoy your day. I'm going to enjoy mine, and I'm going to start uploading this video shortly, as soon as I find a place to pull over and do the stuff. Anyway, guys, adios.